So we're here to solve this TomTom that Grant Fikes wrote for his 35th birthday. It's got a pretty obvious theme with that 35 all around the grid. The small straight rectangles are going to have to be products 5 and 7 or 1, 5, and 7. Get marked in pretty quickly. The other cages, let's sort of think about just based off some known traits. They'll all have to be sums. And a full column 1 through 7 is 28. So the remaining 3 cells in this cage will add up to 7, 1 plus 2 plus 4. So that marks a little more off in these ways. This one coming across, 5 cells can get as large as 7 plus 6 plus 5 plus 4 plus 3, or 25. So 10 is the minimum that these 2 cells can be. So this will have to be 3 or more. Right now that's not a constraint. Like 7 and 3 would work, 6 and 4 would work, 7 and 5, like 7 and 6 could even work. Like it'd be larger than that, but they're saying about big-ish digits being more needed here. We can only really drop a sum of 3 from that maximum 25. If this is 22, this can still work here. So we may want to come back to that after we make some more progress. This 35 is at least limited to 2 columns, so it's more attractive than this one to look at. And I think in particular it's useful to pair with this information. So these 3 cells can be a maximum 6, 4, and 3, or 13. That leaves behind 22, and 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 is 22, if I'm doing my math right, 11 on the brackets times 2. So yes, so we have our first forcing from seeing that we've got a min-max constraint. We've got to maximize these cells, given what's around, maximize these remaining cells, get this into the grid. The 7, 5 is not an option here. Is there anything else we know from looking across? Putting in this 1 finishes this column with a 1 and a 2. That now comes over to these cells and puts those in quickly. 1, 2, 4. These spaces are going to need to have just a 3 and a 2 left over. So here's a 3, here's a 2. And now we've actually put some smaller numbers in the space. So let's see what's left for this sum. 7, 6, 5 is 18. 3 and 1 is 22. And we said 22 with 13 more was a min-max set. So this isn't actually now true in general, but we know a lot more than this. This has to be the 6 of that set. This has to be the 7 of that set. This is the 5. We end up with a 6, 7 in one of these cells, but these collectively will eliminate a 7 from here, and there's no 7 here from below, nor 5 here. So this is a 1, this is a 7, this is the 5. That puts in 5, 7, 7, 6. We get a 3, we get a 4. The 7 gives us 7, 5, which eliminates these places for 7s, puts a 7 at the top of this column. It's the last space for a 5 in that column. The remaining 5s are going to be in these 2 cells, where we're going to have 3, 6, 3, 6. And I'm seeing if there's anything else we have. We have essentially 2, 3, 4 in this space. And this may be where we have to finally consider, should we have the last space for a 7 over here? This will be a 1. Let's have a 2, 6, 2, 6, 2, 6. There's still a fair amount of options there. We might have to consider how to get this total sum to work, but another way to maybe look at this is to look at the remaining cells, which we should be able to get a sum of right now. So let's figure out how to do this. So 28 times 7 is 196. We have 140 in these cells, at least behind 56. We're subtracting 12 and 13 and another 13, so that's 25, 38. So 38 from 56, I have 18. So across these cells, I have to get a sum of 18, which means that with this 2 known across these 3 cells, I have to get a sum of 16. This can be as large as 6 and 4, which is 10. This can be as large as 6, which is 16. So it's got to be another max set for this to work, this being 6 and 4, but a 6 down below. Put 6 and 4 here. We get a 3, we get a 2. Canceling these out with the 3 to the right, we have 4 here, 3 here. 4, 6 is going to eliminate down, so this is just a 2 here and just a 3 here. That means in this space, this is the last spot for a 3. We have 1 and 2 for this column. That 6 means this is 6 with 1. This 6 means this is 4, 6, 4, 6, 4. And 1 and 2 finish this space, and to just confirm our counts at the end, we have 10, 15, 20, 35. So all the regions are checked out, and we made our way through this fun birthday puzzle. So happy birthday to Grant, and Thanks Judah for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed the solve and got some tips on thinking through tricky TomTom puzzles through watching this video. We'll catch you again soon.